I made $5,192 trading this morning in about 10 minutes. And in this video, I'm going to show you the exact strategy that I'm using. And I'm going to give you a recap on the trade so that you guys can see exactly how to do this for yourself. So first things first, already looked at my broker statement. Yes, I made $5,192. I was in the trade for about 11 minutes. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the actual trade. Now, before we go into the trade, I want to give you guys the exact strategy that I'm using to get my levels. So what we are doing is we are getting this indicator, Asian session range indicator, and we are using this indicator to show us the London trading session, which is yellow, Asia trading session, which is red, and the New York trading session, which is the main one that I like to focus on, which is the blue session right here. And this is just an overlap of London and of New York, because London session starts at 3 a.m., ends at noon, and New York session starts at 8 a.m., ends at 4 p.m. So there's a little crossover where they overlap. So that's why some people get confused with this color here. So now that you understand the levels, we need to go on the 15-minute time frame. And the first thing we need to do is we need to mark out our New York Open right here. So the New York Open is when the New York Forex session starts. This is when the volume starts coming in. This is not the stock market open. The stock market opens at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's important too, but for right now, I just need you guys to focus on this candle right here, 8 to 8:15 Eastern Standard Time, boom. And we mark it out very simply. All we do is we mark all the way at the bottom of the wick to top of the wick, mark out the entire candle. And if this candle, for whatever reason, is bigger than a 15-point range, like the distance between this and this is 15 points. Right now, it's only about 5 points. That's beautiful. But if it's bigger than 15 points, I don't like to take any trades around this open because it means that my stop loss is going to have to be too big. So now that we have that out of the way, we're going to go on. Whoops, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to type that in right here. We're going to go on the 1 minute time frame. I'm going to show you guys exactly what I saw this morning. So first thing was that I really liked how we did not really break out to the downside at all. When we break out to the downside, that gives me kind of a, bias that I'd like to see a break and retest to the downside. I don't like when we break out to the downside and come up to the upside. I don't really like seeing that. I would rather have us just stay in the New York Open, break out to one side, retest, and then continue moving up, because not only does that show me that we're in a nice trending market and the break and retest is likely to actually hit, it also shows me that I will be able to get a much better risk to reward on my trades. So long story short, you need to make sure, or you don't need to make sure, but something that I prefer to see is that we have price breaking out in one direction, right? So like price is breaking out to the upside, not downside, upside, downside, upside before 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Because when it does, we tend to get much better moves, giving us more points, making us more money. So we had a nice break to the upside. So I'm seeing this as I'm analyzing the market. I'm saying to myself, okay, we've already broken out. So right at about 9:15, that's when I sent out the game plan to the community. I told everybody, hey guys, we've already had the break, right? We've already had the break. So now all that we're looking for is the retest. We're looking for a retest of this New York Open. Retest just means touch. Test and touch are the exact same thing in trading. People just like to say test because it makes us sound like we're cool, fancy traders. So when we're talking at the bar, we sound cool, and girls are like, oh, these guys are traders. I don't know why people like to use all these fancy terms. I like to use simple terms, but I digress. So got the retest, and what I did today is I entered right at the top of this zone. I'll tell you exactly why I did that. We had a beautiful move up, right? This was a very natural move up. There was no, crazy volume spikes that caused me to think that we were going to chop around or I needed some more confirmation. So my confidence level in this break and retest was pretty damn high. I thought that we were going to tap this level and move back up. So for that reason, I didn't need as much confirmation. I didn't need to see if we were going to, have a candle closure below this midpoint. I told myself I'm entering longs the second we tap the zone, and my stop loss is going to be right below this midpoint. So what that meant is it was either going to be a quick stop out, like I'm wrong, boom, lose money really quickly, or the trade was going to go in my direction. Now, the trade did go into my direction. I didn't catch the whole move, but made $5,200. Could I have held on a little bit? Yeah, I could have. But I followed my plan. I had a good risk to reward, so there's nothing to complain about. And this is an example, guys, of following your plan. Following your plan is not always going to look like you catching this entire move. And sometimes it will, right? Sometimes I will 100% catch this entire move. It'll be all beautiful. Sometimes it'll be me taking a nice 10-point trade making my $5,200, and then closing my computer. The problem with a lot of you guys is you change up your plan because you're so focused on making money today. You're so focused on making money today, right now. You're not thinking of, okay, how can I make money month over month, year after year? If you guys focused on making $10,000 a month, right? Like if that was your one goal, $10,000 a month, you would realize that you don't need to hit like crazy trades every day. Far from it. You actually just need to hit a few base hits, right? A few $1,000 trades, $500 trades. But most people are so focused on making like $1,000 a day or $5,000 a day or some weird number that they try to maximize the profit from the day, which in turn causes them to use terrible risk management, making them lose money. So you see how the cycle starts because they use bad risk management, they lose money, they have less money, so they're using even worse risk management because they want to get back the money that they've lost, and now they're just in this like cycle of death, I like to call it. It's just this bad cycle. So you can prevent that by understanding how much money you need to make a month and focusing on following your plan. What was my plan today? I want to find a 1 to 3 risk to reward trade on a break and retest or a bounce. Bam, I got it, right? That's my plan. It's easy. When you guys have simple guidelines, a simple checklist that you have to follow each day, you're going to follow your plan. And you have to have a very clear idea in your mind of what happens if you don't follow your plan. I'm going to be very honest with you guys. My clear idea of me not following my plan was me going back to my job and scraping poo-poo off of bathrooms. That was not fun for me. That was a pretty clear thing, right? So like I'd be sitting in front of my trading screen, and when I didn't define my why, like when I didn't have a clear reason like why I needed to be successful, I was kind of deviate a little bit. I'd be like, oh, I want the Lamborghinis, I want all this stuff. When I actually focused on like, hey dude, if you don't follow your plan, your life is gonna suck. You are not gonna enjoy your life. You're gonna be a busboy, and you're just gonna hate your life, and you're gonna be miserable, and you're probably gonna be depressed. So I was just very honest with myself of like, hey, if I want to take this seriously, I have to look at the consequences as well as the rewards. I knew that my life would look like this, but I also knew if I didn't follow my plan, my life would look like absolute poo-poo. So yeah, that's a quick trade recap, and that is a summary on exactly why you need to follow your plan. Real quick, I'm going to show you guys some other people who took this trade. So many people got in on this trade today. The reason I'm doing this is so that you guys can see that this strategy works not just for me, but for other people, for some people who are complete beginners, for some people who have a lot of money, for some people who don't have a lot of money. But Honey Bun passed a funded account this morning. 21 Jade, little $500 on NQ. ES to the downside. Right around here, you're going to see people taking that break and retest. Yep, so my man Norman, he took that and he made $416. That looks like it's in a different currency, so my apologies if it's like German money. But my man Graliva took the break and retest, had the exact same entry as me. That is so beautiful. You guys can literally see that's the same entry as me. So that is awesome. And how much did he make? He made $875 off of that. ZJR also took that break and retest. He got in a little bit after I did, but still not an issue at all. He made about $1,500 off of that. Benny, my man Benny. Benny is one of my mentorship students, and he has been absolutely crushing it recently. Like, he's not just, passing funded accounts. He's actively getting payouts, actively making money month over month. So that is really cool to see. This is on a live account, so he made about $700 today. So yeah, guys, do the math. Do $700 times, 20 trading days a month. Like, it's good money. My man SSJ Wardo, boom, damn. Oh yeah, he's scaling up. I've been working with this guy. He was using a little bit smaller of an account like the first few weeks we were working with him, but he's definitely scaling up, and it's proven to be a very good decision. So that's awesome to see. He took that exact same break and retest setup. So did Kyle. Kyle has been absolutely killing it. Kyle, if you're watching this, I'm pretty sure you are. Keep killing it, bro. $1,500. Keep killing it, and mainly just keep doing what you're doing. I don't really have any advice for you besides just keep fucking doing. Killer Kitty took that break and retest. Boom. How much did Killer Kitty make off of that? $666. That is awesome. That is a beautiful trade. I don't like the number, but we'll take the profits. Hell yeah. AJ sharing some lessons, some ups and downs, some trading. Oh, this is awesome. Jordan said he is requesting his first payout. He started trading 2 years ago on Spent Journey. Oh, that's awesome, man. I'll react to that. 620 on NQ. Professor C also got in on that break and retest. Andreas also got in on that break and retest. He made $496. So yeah, guys, I just showed you guys, like, I don't know how many people, 15, 20 people who also took the exact same trade as me. So if that doesn't show you guys that this strategy works, I don't really know what does. I don't think I can show you that any strategy works, if that doesn't convince you. But if you guys want to work with me one-on-one, it's not signals, it's not a course, it's you working with me one-on-one. My whole focus and the only thing that I'm going to be doing is getting you to $10,000 a month as a trader in the next 90 days. And if not, then you get your money back. That's how this thing works. So if you want to work with me one-on-one to become a profitable trader in the next 90 days, click the link below, and it's not like a buy now thing. We're going to hop on a call. I'm going to ask you about your goals. You're going to tell me, and if I think that your goals and where you are now is something that makes sense in terms of me getting you from where you are now to your goals, then we'll make it happen, and we'll get there, just like all the people you're seeing. And if you're not a good fit, watch the free stuff, guys. I have so much free stuff, right? The coaching is just for people who want to go to that next level and who want to get their hand held, who want me to have them literally review their trading strategy, review their trades, do everything with them. That's what the coaching's for. The coaching's for people who want to take this seriously and just get to that next level and just find that consistency. So if that's you, click that link. Thank you all for watching. Peace out.